Hello, this is Delia again. I'm reading The Struggle. I'm on chapter 12, and this will be part 4. Okay, let's see where we're at. Fells Church is having its Founders Day celebration next week, Aunt Judith informed Damon, her thin cheeks faintly pink. It would be so nice if you could come back for that. I'd like to, said Damon affably. Aunt Judith looked pleased, and this year Elena has a big part in it. She's been chosen to represent the spirit of Fells Church. You must be proud of her, said Damon. Oh, we are, Aunt Judith said. So you'll try to come then? Elena broke in, buttering a roll furiously. I've heard some news about Vicky, she said. You remember the girl who was attacked? She looked pointedly at Damon. There was a short silence, then Damon said, I'm afraid I don't know her. Oh, I'm sure you do. About my height, brown eyes, light brown hair. Anyway, she's getting worse. Oh, dear, said Aunt Judith. Yes, apparently the doctors can't understand it. She just keeps getting worse and worse, as if the attack was still going on. Elena kept her eyes on Damon's face as she spoke, but he displayed only a courteous interest. Have some more stuffing? She finished propelling a bowl at him. No, thank you. I'll have some more of this, though. He held a spoonful of jelly cranberry sauce up to one of the candles so that the light shone through it. It's such a tantalizing color. Bonnie, like the rest of the people at the table, looked up at the candle when he did this, but Elena noticed she didn't look down again. She remained gazing into the dancing flame, and slowly all expression disappeared from her face. Oh no, thought Elena, as a tingle of apprehension crept through her limbs. She'd seen that look before. She tried to get Bonnie's attention, but the other girls seemed to see nothing but the candle. And then the elementary children put on a pageant about the town's history. Aunt Judith was saying to Damon, but the ending ceremony is done by older students. Elena, how many seniors will be doing the readings this year? Just 3 of us. Elena had to run to address her aunt, and it was while she was looking at Aunt Judith's smiling face that she heard the voice. Death. Aunt Judith gasped. Robert paused with his fork. Halfway to his mouth, Elena wished wildly and absolutely hopelessly for Meredith. Death, said the voice again. Death is in this house. Elena looked around the table and saw that there was no one to help her. They were all staring at Bonnie, motionless as subjects in a photograph. Bonnie herself was staring into the candle flame. Her face was blank and her eyes wide, as they had been before when this voice spoke through her. Now those sightless eyes turned toward Elena. Your death, the voice said. Your death is awaiting, Elena. It is. Bonnie seemed to choke. Then she pitched forward and almost landed in her dinner plate. Okay, so we're going to part 5. Now we'll continue.